Okay, I'm working with a few runners at the moment who are just getting started, and it's always interesting, and it's always people. I always work with highly motivated people that are really good in one aspect of their life, at least one aspect of their life. Like they're really good in business, or they're really good at leading a company, or whatever it might be. And then they're trying to kind of look after a part of their life, their physical self, whether that's in the gym, whether it's running, and obviously with me it's running and gym and diet and everything else that comes to it. It's a very holistic view to getting better in one part of your life. And as I say, it's kind of how you do anything is how you do everything. But the key that I seem to see, or the red thread that I seem to say, and it's the same for me now. I'm making these videos. I think I've made about 60 videos. There's very few subscribers because I'm not putting it out there, and it's just like stuff that I want to make into videos and have content out there because I think it's useful for especially younger people who are getting into running to look at somebody who's kind of learnt and put things into practice and got some results as well, and so ran for the country and things like that. But as I'm doing these videos, there's obviously a learning curve, and I didn't know anything about YouTube, and I didn't know how it worked, or kind of how to just do it, or how to film, or sound and things like that. And the sound is still not great, but as you get stuck in and you commit and you say, right, I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to make a video every day, and I'm going to make a video twice a day, and then I'm going to make and then naturally as you're going along you're analyzing your performance. So for me, I realized that the sound on these videos needs improving, and that's the part of it that will improve. Then I realized, okay, some people are like or editing their videos, and some people are over editing their videos, and never really want to go to that point, but maybe it could be a little bit more polished. And when I was speaking to a friend the other day, and she was telling me that she really wanted to start drinking 2 liters of water a day, and I was like, okay, so the trick to that is literally you wake up and you drink 500 mils. And then you're a quarter of your target within kind of 5-10 minutes of waking up, and then from there you need to drink a litre before 12 o'clock, and then before that, and then before you know it, you're kind of like 2 litres is pretty easy, especially if you're doing a lot of exercise in the day, and especially if you're getting dehydrated. And it's the same with running. It's like you're not going to learn, and you're not going to make that happen unless, like her, she kind of like understands what it is to drink 2 liters of water in a day. That might be a lot to some people. It might just be a regular day for some other people. But unless you're doing it, unless you get to feel how 2 liters feels, and then 2.5 liters, 3 liters, and however much you need in order to make your body optimal at kind of breaking down food, at kind of like energizing your body, getting the best out of your nutrients, everything that comes with being optimally hydrated, you're not going to know how that feels unless you make videos, unless you start doing it, unless you do your reps, so to speak. So our mate says, Jake, then you're not going to learn, because learning on the go is much easier. And it's the same with running. Yes, you cannot do too much too soon with running when you're just getting started, but without doing those days where you've got the easy runs, then you've got a bit of speed work, your interval sessions, then you've got a longer run, and those 2 are your key sessions in a week. The easy runs are going to be like maybe only 1 easy run, or maybe 2 easy runs to begin with. Maybe you're only doing 3 or 4 runs a week, then you're going to progress to 5 runs, and then onwards from there. Unless you're doing that and you're actually in it, you're not going to be able to learn, because there's nothing to go off, there's no data to analyze, there's no kind of feelings to assess on how you're moving forward and how you're actually progressing. So unless you commit and you're fully all in, and you begin to do those days, and then you get to 30 days, and you get to 60 days, and you get to 90 days, and then you get to 100, then you've done half a year, and then you've done a year, and then you realize what kind of race you like to train for, what kind of training sessions you really enjoy over others. You can start to tailor make your training to what you enjoy, and the more you enjoy it, the more you're going to want to do it, and the more you're going to want to do it, the better you're going to get at it, and then the faster your race times, if that's your objective. Maybe it's to run far, maybe it's to do ultramarathon running, maybe it's to do stage racing, so to run every day and recover really quickly. Whatever it is that you're trying to do is only going to come if you're willing to get involved, if you're willing to fail, because it's never going to go easy. Your first 60 videos, never going to be easy. Your first 30 days drinking 2 litres of water a day, never going to be easy. Your first 100 days running, never going to be easy. But the hardest part of that first 100 days running is going to be the first 10 days. Is going to be the first 20 days. And you're not going to be able to run every day in the beginning. You're going to be running every other day. So it's kind of putting those days together and then be like, oh, brilliant, I've done 50 runs in 100 days. And this is how I feel, and this is how I feel better, and this is how it kind of makes me positively feel, and this is how it feeds into my life, and this is how it makes me more productive at work, makes me more creative at work, it makes me a better person to be around in my friendships, my relationships, as a work colleague. It makes me kind of more positive in my thinking, because I know I've always got my run there, which I really look forward to in the morning. I'm starting to see the difference physically, I'm starting to lose fat. And you're starting to build muscle and lose fat at the same time, which initially when you're getting into it, you know, shows your it's a crazy learning curve, a progression curve, when you're building muscle and losing fat at the same time with weights and running. So key is get started. Whatever it is you're trying to do, whether it's videos, whether it's drinking water, 2 litres of water a day, or whether it's running, get started, commit. Don't give up. Simple as that. Be willing to fail, be willing to get it wrong, be willing to have to turn a run into a walk because you just can't complete it, but get started and get committed and get it done.